Thank you. Elder Michael spoke of a beautiful Keritu, which is 8 million votes plus. And I'm reminded of a song we used to sing when we were young about that beautiful girl called Wairimo. I don't know whether the dancing teams are around still, because it's very exciting. It used to go like this. Ewairimo wamaito tigana na kugal gakwendia kendo ewamboi tigana na Ewairimo gakwendia kendo. Well, you see, Chairman Peter Munga and the directors, my brothers, fellow Kenyans, before I say a few things, and we agreed among ourselves that I'll go first, because in all practical aspects, I'm actually a part of the mountain. I'm only on the other side. If you go to Sekuru, you realize what I'm talking about. I'm just on the other side of the mountain, actually a great beneficiary of all the rivers that flow to Sekuru, Mutonga River, and all these rivers. But I thought before I proceed, I need to recognize some of the other leaders, national leaders actually, who have not been recognized because they may not hold elected positions in parliament. But these are party leaders, and I want, on behalf of Wiper Democratic Movement, because I think my brothers will do the same, to actually ask one of the deputy leaders to come and just be here with me for a minute, and our national chair, Ambassador Ali Makwere, former Deputy Speaker Farah Maalim, is a deputy leader. The other one is Bishakila Abdallah. She was not able to make the lunch. But you can see how national Wiper Democratic Movement is. Simutupigie makofi jamani. So I think the other one on that side, and the other deputy leaders were in the House. The deputy chair is Senator Mutula Jr., and the other deputy chair is Victor Swanya, all the way from Nyamira, is an advocate. And the other deputy leader is Ann Kanyi from Nyeri. That is the leadership team right here. But the others also, so that they do not actually deal with me after this. We have Winnie Kaburu, all the way from Meru, NEC member. We have Justus Wambutura, also from Meru, a very long-serving member of the party. And in fact, these things we are dealing, talking about power outages and KPLC. If you need expert opinion, Wambutura is always available. Muriuki Ntwiga from Embu, young man, very promising. I don't know whether he's here yet. Rehab Wangui Ndambuki, she's a NEC member. And Bishop Johnson Gichuki Muturi, Laikipia, is in the house. Just shout wherever you are, thank you. And then Bishop John Paul Thiongo, actually the one who prayed for us, and he lost his dear wife just the other day. Where's Bishop Thiongo? We still empathize with you, dear brother. And then we have Samson Kinyanjui from Kiambu. He's also there. And then Bernard Chege Muranga. Where's Bernard? I saw him. Yeah, you're there. Thank you. And then we have Naftali Kimuri from Nyeri. Naftali. Peris Nyakwera Kabue from Nyeri. Lucio Ambui Karanu from Kiambu. John Dungu Nyandarua. And the others, I think we've been able to point out. I thought for a moment that Deputy Governor Nyeri was Wiper. We have been in very constant communication. with that wonderful lady. Ladies and gentlemen, I think my friends, you can now sit. If we had time, these are people with tremendous, tremendous experience in matters national and the need to maintain national unity, cohesion, stability. Ladies and gentlemen, as I said, I'll be the first to go to invite my other friends. And I want to tell you that the story given by Peter Munga is a true story. And I'm so happy, Chairman, that you are bold enough to have shared it. Because, yes, you came to our house in 2007, but that was following the story of ODM Kenya and the story of oranges. And we were faced with an election like we now have one, which is imminent. And those friends representing the mountain region, forgetting I was one of them, came to try to plead with me. And we reasoned, like Canon Karanja said, come let us reason together, quoting the Bible. We reasoned, and they left early in the morning. The result is what he has talked about. Our country blew up, and somebody somewhere to stand in the gap. We stood in the gap, I believe myself, because it was our democratic right to run for any elective office. Had we not done it, this country would probably be worse than Somalia. But we thank God, He's a God of all flesh, and Kenyans stood together. Where everybody expected that the country was going to fall apart, we did pick ourselves together. But the story was painful. And I want to agree with Prophetess Madam Agnes, Senator Agnes Kavindu, that that will never happen again. And I'll tell you the reasons. One of the legacy projects of President Kibaki was Constitution 2010. We need to give Mzee Kibaki a loud clap, because without him, we are assembled today because of the reality of that very fundamental historic document, Constitution 2010, which guarantees the rights and freedoms of all Kenyans. The right to establishment, the right to own property, the right to enjoy the same, and the right to be able to settle in any part of the country and call it your home. My friend, Brother Titus Zibui, talked about the Gema nation. You have another nation out there. These are Kenyans abroad, Kenyans in the diaspora, who every year, if you were to talk to the central bank governor, he will tell you every year so much money. And I hope our friends actually out on the outer room, somebody, I think they need a prefect, because either they're having some tea or some nice conversation, because I consider this important. They can be part of our audience. It would be wonderful. You may be invited, so many of us, we came, we overflew, we are out there, we're enjoying your goodies. Thank you for this generosity. Typical generosity of our brothers from the mountain. Now they are together with us. I wanted to say, the Kenyans in the diaspora are an important component, and under the Constitution, they are supposed to participate in election 2022. So as we speak to you from this historic hotel, the Safari Park Hotel, we're also talking to Kenyans in the diaspora. And I know many of them are from the mountain region. The other day I flew from Dubai via Qatar. I was received by an excited group of Kenyans. In fact, Qatar Airways and the other Emirates Airlines, between them, employ thousands and thousands of Kenyans. And they will be voting this time. So allow us, through connectivity, the internet, to talk to Kenyans wherever they are. So Peter Munga, your audience is bigger than you could imagine. Therefore, what are we trying to say as Oka? Our vision is simple. An all-inclusive nation where nobody is left behind, Waithera, I guarantee you, where you will never be left behind on account of disability. My little girl Kirote from Ma, Muga, Natoana. You know, the other day I got into a lot of trouble. I said that I'm a Mutharaka or a Mumeru, and friends from Makueni took me on. We always suspected. Of course I'm not. My mother and my late father, they're all known. But that's what I mean by the fact that I'm a part of the mountain. I went to primary school with Arakas, with Merus. In fact, the first Mutharaka Meru I met was Mtamakembo. The trouble with Mtamakembo is he had also jingas with him. So ukiangalia miguu yangu niko namna hii wakati mwingine. So we are one people. And as we speak to the mountain, we are speaking to the nation. And I declare myself a Kenyan. I'm Kamba by birth, but a Kenyan, a real Kenyan at heart. And I'm talking to my friends. If I go out, I went to Somalia, and I think if Ambassador Faye will be here, he will confirm to you. When we're trying to put the Somali nation together in Bagadi, the main, the guys, I mean, the people were at loggerheads with each other, were the main community. Also Somalis speak Kisomali. They are all Muslim. But because they belong to different sub-clans, they can't live together. I declared myself a member of the Digli Mirifli community. Because the Awiyas and the Darots were the majority. It's even a 0.5. My friends, I'm talking to you as one with experience in bringing the region together. A believer in regional integration. And I know what the people of the mountain want is to be given opportunity. I don't know whether we realize as Kenyans that not all are great friends. There's great regional and international competition. Right now, thanks to the appointment by President Uhuru Kenyatta, I'm trying to put together the people of South Sudan. I've tried to do the best way I can. From the days of the comprehensive peace agreement, spearheaded by Mzee Moi, may God rest his peace, his soul in peace, Mzee Kibaki, all of them, President Uhuru told me, these are your people, help them. And the same words were reported, actually repeated to me by President Moi before he slept. Do you know that you, Titus Ibui, when I last checked, you are the chairperson of LAPSET. That corridor, and I was there with Mzee Kibaki when we launched the Lamu Port Initiative. And the late Meles Zenawi, Prime Minister of Ethiopia, was there. President Salva Kiir of South Sudan was there. And of course, President Mwai Kibaki, and all of us. That project is a life-changing matter in terms of regional integration and great benefits to the people of Kenya, and particularly the mountain people. Because you are the entrepreneurs. There are over 10,000 Kenyans in South Sudan as we speak. And when things went wrong in 2013 and 2016, they were all kind of thrown out of South Sudan. Our truck drivers who ply the route between Mombasa through Nimule and on to Juba, most of them have a lot of relationship with the people of the mountain. Hard-working Kenyans. Therefore, instead of looking down on the mountain, we should be able to say we should all be like Peter Munga. And you know me, I was unhappy that I'm being invited by Tycoon. And even the 411, it says, Oka chiefs are being received by Tycoons. Now you are happy. We must clap and thank God for Peter Munga and people like James Mwangi. Because these are the wealth generators. And you are trying to imbue the same sense of responsibility to the young ones. Konza City is a Vision 20. And giving credit to Mzee Kibaki, will you spare me just at 20%? Because you all know how closely I worked with Mzee Kibaki. I'll tell you some truth, which I'm saying for the first time publicly. It was me who convinced Mzee Kibaki to appoint President Uhuru Kenyatta the Deputy Prime Minister. Because Mzee Kibaki was as a nationalist, he told me, Vice President, you want me to appoint another Kikuyu? Because remember the Kofi Annan talks when Raila appointed Mudavadi, and then I was in the PNU alliance with Kibaki, and we needed a strong hand. I told him, yes. Then Uhuru became Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Trade. Eventually, Minister for Finance. Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Finance. From whence he grew all the strength to become the president. I think he also owes me one, on a light note. But we are not here, Senator Agnes, to talk about paying political debts. I don't believe in that. I believe in working hard. Be nationalist. Whatever God has placed in your hands at any given time, do it well for the benefit of this nation. And so, we want to grow the economy of this country. The youths in Mount Kenya, just like youths elsewhere than Kirotes, will find a lot of hope in Konza City. Do you know, we are just about to develop the equivalent of MITC, what is it, the MIT. Yeah, MIT in the US, which was like the incubation center for growth of American industry. Thanks to the fact that President Kibaki and I must claim a little credit, through the Presidential Economic Advisory Team, brought in a Korean. No wonder we even talk about nuclear science. And in Konza very shortly, you will have an equivalent of MIT, because the Koreans have just started going to break ground for the equivalent of MIT. Don't say it is in Ukambani. It is a project of all Kenyans. And Mount Kenya youth, as hardworking as they are, the Vision 2030, they will benefit. We have to grow this economy in real terms. Ladies and gentlemen, I can talk on and on, because we're not here to please our friends from Mount Kenya. They are Kenyans. But you know, charity must begin at home. I have a vision. Did you know that my community actually gave the name, the Kenyan name, through Mount Kenya? Kenya. Do you know that Kirinyaga and Kenya is a Kamba name? Clap for me. That's what it is, Kenya. Kirinyaga. Do you know I have relatives in Kirinyaga? Bank, yeah, and his brother Kirinyaga. 30% of people, residents of Kirinyaga, are actually from Kitui, Senator Ambua's place. So we are one and the same people. And so when young man Samaj, a young talented Kenyan, sang the Mudhonua song, I'll be going everywhere in the mountain, we'll be talking about Mudhonua, in real terms. Therefore, I'm here to present to you as one of you in every respect, and urge you to walk this journey of Oka. We understand, Titus, and I must conclude, your clarion call for unity of purpose. I don't believe in fear. I believe in the future of this nation. And whichever leader comes and tries to sow discord and something, Kenyans have come of age. I just want to urge that they come out now. The 70% youth in Kirote, take out your vote. Let Kenyans come out now in the time frame given. Take out your vote, register as voters, and believe in your nation. If people must come and bribe you, because in Oka, we believe really in zero tolerance to corruption. Give us that opportunity. Give us that opportunity. And you will be amazed if we will not draw a red line and say you cross it at your own peril. We are a very united team. And we also say, Chairman, Oka is open. We do not have the monopoly of ideas, but we think that united, this nation will stand together. That's why you saw us today having tea with our sister, Mother Karua. That's why you saw us going to see our brother, Surya, in hospital. And we wish him quick recovery. That's why we are saying we are moving We are moving with such speed, you will not believe it, to unify this nation. But you're also asking to believe in our program. Believe that one of the founding principles, our mission statement, is inclusivity, where nobody is left behind. And we also say that we are a nation under the rule of law. Sometimes I've seen some serious discrepancies when it comes to the application of the rule of law. Some of us are senior counsel. My brother Weta is a senior advocate. We are officers of the High Court. We would want to see a nation that works very, very closely, the three arms of government, so that we can pull the citizens together. And for me, Mount Kenya, my final comment, agriculture. I love agriculture. In fact, I call that agriculture, because my brothers who talk to the other subject, is the green gold. I also believe in working as hard as the people of the mountain, the other side of the mountain. I work very hard from the lower side. And therefore, 24-hour economy. You heard me talk about that in 2007 when you came. I told you, we need to work. A post-COVID Kenya must really roll up its sleeves and work and create employment opportunities for our people. I believe out of the 47 counties, and you are 11 of them in the mountain region, you should not be counting 1 or 2 factories. We must industrialize. At that, we talk about uchumi marudufu. Uchumi marudufu. Tufanye kazi kwa bidii. Tuokoe nchi yetu. We are thankful to God that this COVID thing is going away. I wish it goes and goes forever, 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 so that Kenyans can realize their full potential. So, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to go on. We are not here to present our memorandum, our manifesto. We'll be doing that. Brother Gideon had a fantastic delegates conference of KANU. Na zote tukatingiza kidole. I launched my campaign secretariat the other day. I'm yet to call my delegates conference. And I know that Musalia and Weta and Cyrus is like a hurricane. I really admire Cyrus Jirongo's energy. A real hurricane guy, impatient to get his country together. This is a team we are presenting to you today. And I want to ask members, if there are some members of the SKM Command Center, to please stand. The Command Center team. Yeah, that is Joey. I don't know whether it's from Homa Bay or from Kisumu. That is Rodney Okoth. Yeah, he's actually leading that little team. And you have not heard of Mkamba amongst them. This is how serious we are. If we are going to put this country together, we have to demonstrate, live it. So that instead of the 2,000 gender rule, Madam Purity, please hear me. Some of us believe in 50-50 government. 50% women and 50% men. Governor Ambora has just been praising President Kagame because Kagame's government is really dominated by the other sex. Therefore, we must have this equality of consideration. And so this is it. I believe that is the nation we are all trying to build. I must thank you for listening to me. We'll have time to come back and talk. We'll go to the villages and see your macadamia. Yes, macadamia, avocados. But please don't put down all the plants, the coffee and the tea. I celebrate former Governor Peter Munya doing tremendous work in trying to revive the coffee and the tea sector, including KPSU. Of course, you are working with President Uhuru Kenyatta. We recognize that as a kingpin. Sometimes I wonder, people of the mountain, if you are to drive from here to Angige Market, drive them even Kiambaa and wherever, surely, people of Mount Kenya, wouldn't you even have the goodness to thank your leader for doing tremendous work? I always give the example of the expressway from Mulolongo to Wayaki Way, the example of how you can work 24 hours, because those people are working. Let us also check what it is we can borrow even from the Orient people and work as hard as we can. 24-hour economy, uchumi marudufu. But don't pull down Peter. I think that the elders, Michael, do not know how to hand over the coffee plantations to the young ones. Yeah. Now you are pulling down everything and putting real estate. Tutakula nini? Tufikiri on that, and we balance. We can understand the poor prices of these commodities. Some of us are international leaders, and we will make sure we get the markets for our crops. Thank you. Gideon, tukaribishe ndugu Gideon. You know, we must learn to relax. We must learn to relax. Today Gideon came wearing a tie. And he told me, see, I have a tie. Congratulations. I said, a Kanu tie. Welcome, ndugu, and once again, congratulations.
Umesoma uongozi toka kwa Baba Moi, iongoze chama cha KANU.